Matt wakes up and the first thing he does is roll over, grab his phone, and open an adult site at 6 in the morning. Then he lays there watching reels of jacked guys on TikTok while shoving his hand into a stale bag of Doritos next to his bed. Jake wakes up at the same time, but he gets up and goes for a run, even when the cold punches his face. He comes back, takes a cold shower, reads 2 pages from a discipline book, downs his black coffee with no sugar, and gets on with his day. Matt spends the day complaining on Discord that nothing works out, that nobody respects him, that girls ignore him, that everyone steps on him. Jake, he's out there handling business in the real world, putting himself out there, failing, winning, but never running from discomfort. While Matt is holding his phone with crumb-covered fingers, whining and waiting for respect, Jake is out there becoming the kind of man no one dares to disrespect. And if you think this has nothing to do with you, let me hit you with the truth. It has everything to do with you. Because if you're sitting there feeling ignored, invisible, weak, disrespected, it's because on some level, you're living like Matt. And the worst part, you don't even notice. There are things you do every day that scream to the world, I'm weak. I don't trust myself. Like when you're in a group and someone makes a tense joke and you let out that nervous laugh nobody gets, you're telling everyone you can't handle tension. Or when you're talking to someone and you can't hold eye contact, looking away like a kid getting scolded, you're showing you don't trust yourself. And don't even get me started on your posture, hunched over, shoulders caved in, head down, and that quiet whisper of a voice because you're scared to bother people. And when it's time to speak your mind, to stand up for yourself, you stay silent so you don't upset anyone thinking it makes you nice, but in reality, it just makes you look weak. You might think these are small things, but that's where you're wrong, man. These little habits shape how the world sees you, how women see you, how other men see you, and most importantly, how you see yourself. Because every time you let out that nervous laugh, avoid eye contact, keep your head down and run from confrontation, you're training your mind to be a coward. You're telling yourself you don't deserve respect. And if you don't respect yourself, no one else will. That's the truth. Now you're probably thinking, but Noah, I don't do this on purpose. And I know you don't, but it doesn't matter. The world doesn't care if it's on purpose or not. The world responds to what you project. If you project weakness, the world will treat you as weak. If you project fear, the world will step on you. If you want respect, confidence, and for people to see you as a man who commands presence, you have to start cutting these coward habits out of your life, one by one. No excuses, no justifications, no crying about it. You think no one notices when you let out that nervous laugh, but trust me, everyone feels it. You know what that nervous laugh does? It shows that you can't handle tension. A man who can't handle tension can't be trusted. If you can't stand in a moment of silence without laughing like a middle school kid, how do you expect anyone to trust you when it actually matters? You know what Jake does when things get tense? He holds the silence. He keeps his posture solid, holds eye contact, and lets the other person feel the weight of the moment. That's presence. You need to train this, man. Next time you feel that awkward silence, don't fill it with a weak laugh. Breathe. Hold it. Look them in the eye. You don't need to giggle your way out of discomfort because every giggle is another brick in the wall of your own insecurity. Now let me ask you something real quick. Do you want to keep being the dude who laughs just to ease tension? Or do you want to be the guy who can handle the room without flinching? If you actually want to change, drop a comment below saying, I will get better. It's going to help this video reach more people. But more importantly, it's you putting it out there that you're done with this weakness. If you can't even type that out, let's be real. You're not ready to fix the rest. Because the nervous laugh is just the start. The next thing, destroying your respect, is your habit of avoiding eye contact like everyone's out to get you. You won't die from looking people in the eye, but you will kill your confidence every time you look away. All right, let's talk about the next silent killer of your confidence, avoiding eye contact. You don't even realize how weak you look when you can't hold someone's gaze. Every time you look away when someone talks to you, every time that girl you like looks at you and you drop your eyes to the floor, every time your boss speaks and you pretend to check your phone, you're telling the world you don't trust yourself. And here's the truth. The world sees it. This is the difference between Matt and Jake. Plain and simple. Matt's always looking down, looking at his phone, looking anywhere except in people's eyes. He thinks he's protecting himself, but all he's doing is broadcasting weakness. Jake looks people in the eye, not in an aggressive, psycho way, but steady, calm, unflinching. He shows he's present, that he's there, and that he's not backing down just because someone raised their voice or things got uncomfortable. If you think this is some small, irrelevant thing, think about how you feel around dudes who can't look you in the eye. Do you respect those guys? No, you don't. So why would you expect anyone to respect you if you're doing the same? You want confidence? You build confidence by facing the small discomforts first, and eye contact is one of them. You don't need to stare people down, but you need to hold your gaze a few seconds longer than you're used to. It's going to feel uncomfortable at first, and that's exactly why it will make you stronger. Now let's break down your posture and your voice. Two things exposing your weakness every single day. You know that slouched posture you walk around with? Shoulders rolled forward, head down, back curved like you're trying to disappear? That's Matt energy. He moves through the world like he's smaller than he is, like he's afraid to take up space. And when he opens his mouth, what comes out? A quiet, shaky voice. Like every word needs permission to exist. It makes you look weak, insecure, and invisible. Nobody respects a guy who doesn't even claim his own space. Jake walks with his shoulders back, chest open, chin level, not exaggerated, just present. When he speaks, his voice is steady. He doesn't have to yell, but he's not whispering either. He talks so people can actually hear him. And don't give me the "but no, I'm just shy" excuse. Being shy isn't a free pass to live like a ghost. Posture is a choice, and a strong voice is something you train. You can be reserved, but you don't have to be invisible. Every time you correct your posture, shoulders back, spine straight, voice coming from your chest, you're training your mind to feel confidence. Your body shapes your mind, bro. You want to start respecting yourself? Fix your posture. Speak so people can hear you. It's about control, and you need that control because the last coward behavior we're going to break is the most damaging one, avoiding conflict just to keep people happy. If you're the guy who stays quiet to avoid arguments, you're sacrificing your respect for fake peace. Now, let's get into the most destructive behavior killing your respect. Avoiding conflict to keep people happy. You think you're being nice when you stay quiet to keep the peace, when you swallow your opinion so you don't upset anyone, when you say yes to things you don't want to do. You think you're buying peace, but you're selling your self-respect in return. Matt does this all the time. He stays quiet when someone crosses the line, when someone makes a disrespectful joke, when a girl treats him like trash, or when a friend takes advantage of him. He laughs it off, pretends it's fine, but when he lays in bed at night, he feels like garbage because he knows he betrayed himself again. Jake doesn't look for fights, but he doesn't run from them either. If someone crosses the line, he calls it out. If someone disrespects him, he looks them in the eye and checks it on the spot. If he has to lose someone to keep his self-respect, he'll lose them. That's the standard of a man who commands respect, not a boy begging to be liked. You need to understand something. Conflict isn't yelling or fighting. Conflict is clarity. It's letting people know what you will and won't tolerate in your life. When you avoid it, you're telling the world anyone can push you around. You want respect? Start speaking up, even if your voice shakes. Start saying no when you want to say no. Start standing your ground, even if your hands are shaking. Every time you speak up, you build real confidence. Every time you stay silent, you feed your weakness. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep living like Matt, hidden, weak, invisible? Or are you going to become Jake, the man people see, respect, and remember? The choice is yours, bro. And if you're serious about this journey of becoming a man who stands firm, who commands respect, and who isn't afraid to take up space, there's a video popping up right here that's going to help you keep going on this path. Click it when you're done here, and I'll see you there.